So you're recording because I can tell by your face. Hi, welcome to Lessons with John. Today we're going to try Sitting, Waiting, and Wishing, okay, by Jack Johnson. It's a great tune. You got to be able to do bar chords, so if not, go practice. Okay, we're going to bar the whole 5th fret, and we're going to put our 3rd finger on the 7th fret 5th string, and then our pinky on the 4th string 7th fret. So that's your first chord. That's an A minor chord, and we're going to lift up the pinky. We're going to play it first like with the pinky down, and then we're going to lift up the pinky. So that's your first move. So it's like... Okay, that's your intro, and it's also your verses for the whole song. So it's really fun to play. It's like a pressure release thing. There's lots of chickas in between. So the first chord I talked about, the A minor. So it's like down, 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 and then I release the pressure, and I just do a, like I still have the chord, and I just do a down, up. So, and then I lift the pinky up, and then I put the pressure back down on the chord. So that's all I do. Down, 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 lift up the pinky. Then I go to the 3rd fret, and I do the same exact shape, except this time the middle finger, can you see that finger? It's going to go on the 3rd string, 4th fret here, and so that makes it a G chord. So when you have your middle finger down for this shape, it's a major chord, like G and F, but when you lift it up, it becomes minor, okay? So the G chord, 3rd fret, you do the same exact thing. You're going to lift up your pinky, and it becomes a G7 chord. So same thing at the 1st fret. It's an F chord and then an F7. Okay? So that's your first sequence. And then the last one's the toughest one. It's a C chord, but it's not the C chord that you know and love. It's this one here, because he's got to get the pressure, you know, the chickas and stuff. So you can't really do that with a real C chord, folk C chord, you know. So 5th string 3rd fret, you lay your 3rd finger down. It hurts if you haven't done this before. 4, 3, and 2. It takes a couple of years of playing before you get used to this chord. And you bar that, and your 1st string ends up getting muted. Don't worry about that. And I shove my 1st finger up into the 6th string to mute that. So that's a C. And then I twist my hand. You notice my wrist and my whole hand twists a little bit. And this is a C7. So this is, I'm still barring. Well, I'm kind of barring. It's the 5th string 3rd fret, 4th string 5th fret, and then I get the 3rd string 3rd fret with that bar at an angle, and then my pinky goes to the 2nd string 5th fret. So that note in between, that 3rd string, is what makes it the 7th. Makes it a C7 chord. And then this time, I do get that 1st finger, I mean that 1st string does ring 3rd fret. So it's, okay? That's your verse, so your intro and your verses. So it's... And I've been sitting, waiting, wishing, and that's when the words come in. Okay, the next part, it's beautiful, it's easy. It's the chorus, it's an E chord, 5th string 2nd fret, 4th string 2nd fret, 3rd string 1st fret. So that's your E. And then you're going to lift up your ring finger this time and make it an E7. So it's the same strum pattern, but this time we don't have the, because they're the folk type chords, it's got a different sound, a really cool sound as opposed to the chickas. So it's different. And then you go to an A minor, which is the same shape, but on different strings. 2nd string 1st fret, 4th and 3rd string at the 2nd fret, and you lift up again the ring finger, it becomes A minor 7. So it's, oh, I also get my thumb to kill the 6th string. And that's your chorus. It just goes back and forth between that a couple of times. So this is the Must I Always Be Waiting for You. And it repeats. see how cool that sounds when you go back to the verse. Sounds like a different instrument, really. Okay, so you got your intro, you got your verse, your chorus, you go back to the verse, you go back to the chorus, and it's all just the same. Then you have your bridge, which is different. It's a C chord, 2nd string 1st fret, 4th string 2nd fret, 5th string 3rd fret. I mute the 6th string, and so it's anything else? I don't need anything else. I'm going to do some bar chords. All the other chords you really know. So it's like I keep playing your part. That's when the words say I keep playing your part, but it's not my scene. So. Back to this. That's it. So that's a C chord. Keep playing my part to an E, but it's not my scene, which is an F. And then you just move it up to a G, and then back to an F, and then this C to the E, and then the F chord, and then the G chord, and then okay. So the F when you go to the F to the G, it's like half measures. So it's a little quicker, so. So what did I do there? Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So that part there. So that's really it. After the bridge, they come back in with, what is it? He's just sitting waiting and wishing. It's like another verse, sort of. It's actually it's part of the bridge. Does it once, twice through. So part of the bridge really is to go back to, and he's just talking about sitting, waiting, and wishing and stuff. And he does that a couple times. Then the 3rd verse comes in its entirety, just like you've been playing. And then it goes back to that chorus and it does it a couple times. And it rides it out. And that's it. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching, and any questions, comments down below, and play more guitar. Thanks.